my name's Ellie.
I'm Neve.
I'm Em.
I'm Neve Hamblin.
I'm Kayla.
I'm Sydney Stevens.
I'm Lauren Bigland.
I'm Sabrina Dean.
Hi, I'm Neelam.
I'm Hannah.
I'm Tanya.
I'm Georgia.
I'm Al.
This is International Women's Day.
I think I wanted to be a vet. I had big dreams of working in finance and being like a boss bitch that earned a ton of money. I did 6 months at a bank and realised that I didn't like wearing suits because I wanted to wear all white and silly boots and stupid glasses.
When I was very young, I wanted to be singer, actress, next Britney Spears. I started a beauty blog and I did that for a couple of years, and that kind of got me interested in marketing and the industry. And then I applied for like multiple graduate schemes when I was at uni.
I think when I got a bit older, I really liked the idea of running a hotel. I started off with an unpaid internship when they were still legal, and was thankfully brought on full time, and then I basically moved up from being a marketing assistant through to marketing manager, and left that company after 3 years to go head up a marketing department at another startup.
I actually wanted to be a content creator, so I applied to do the Vlogstar Challenge in Media Trust. I got into the final 15. Didn't win, but that's okay. But luckily, they helped me get my foot in the door within media.
I always wanted to be in the West End. I did product design at university, and then in my final year, I did a live brief with Coca-Cola. Essentially ended up turning this brief that I'd given into an advertising brief by accident, and then realised I actually quite enjoyed it, quite liked it, and was pretty good at it. So thought actually maybe this is something that I explore, and then found a passion for influencer.
I wanted to be a teacher. My degree was in politics, and so after uni I did a couple jobs within that field. Turns out I hated it, and so I joined an influencer marketing startup, and then I just stayed there for about 7 years.
I was always told to reach for the stars and so I quite literally did that and became obsessed with space. And I really wanted to be an astronaut when I was younger. When I came out of university, I realised psychology itself wasn't necessarily what I wanted to do, but I wanted to have still that human understanding part, and I found the media and marketing world, and it's just exactly what I wanted to do.
My dream was just to be a vet. I love animals. I started when I left school in fashion retail, and then did a bit of hospitality as well. So again, always liked working with people. We went on LinkedIn, found Go, and here I am, still happy and smiling. I don't cry that often. Only Monday through Wednesday.
I was working in sports, which is a very male-dominated industry, and I think it was, to be honest, understanding how to be managed by a man and how, as a woman, to like not lose the way I work, the way I feel, the way I interpret things, but also become a bit of a chameleon and understand exactly like how I can get the best out of my role, but also how I can get the best out of a team, a client, etc. And kind of, you know, keep it very neutral. I'm not playing on the fact I'm a woman, but make sure that I'm kind of bringing all the strengths and qualities that I think we as women have, and then using that to our best advantage and finding a best way to make it work.
I think every day working in marketing, media, advertising industries is a life lesson. I think it's a lesson in creative problem solving, in building and maintaining relationships with people within the business. So every single day it feels like it's a lesson to me.
If you're new to the industry, just give everything a go. Like, nothing's going to go wrong if you just try your hardest. There's always so much to learn, courses to enroll yourself in, because the market's it changes so much. There's always something new to learn.
Don't conform to industry standards. As women, like, I think there's a lot of pressure to come in and act a certain way, be yourself, and come in and, like, as long as you're true to yourself, you do well.
The biggest learning, I think, is all the different personalities, and there's a lot of people that work here, and we have to manage them. We work with pretty much every single team that is within Go, not even just Go, under the GroupM umbrella now.
We have such a strong team, 3 of us women. I have to say I'm a bit proud of myself for being able to kind of like roll with those different scenarios that come my way every day, and being able to kind of stay calm, figure them out. Or maybe panic for a second and then get calm and figure it out.
One of the greatest pieces of advice I've ever received was actually from one of my old managers, and they
She basically said that, a lot of people can identify a problem, but not many people are willing to find a solution. And I think in an industry that's changing so rapidly and is constantly innovating, it's important to kind of ask the questions, or, if you see something online, or if you read something, or if you see something another agency's doing and you think, wow, that's really cool, but we don't do it, why not?
You should be an advocate for yourself, because no one else is ever really going to advocate for you as much as you will yourself. If you think you deserve something, you have to ask for that, you have to fight for it.
Be confident, speak out. I think there's going to be times you're wrong and you're not always going to be right, but I think showing that confidence, showing that you're bold, showing that you have these fresh ideas is never going to be looked down upon, whether they go ahead with those ideas or it wasn't quite the right thing. You speaking out and having the confidence in your own ability is something that's actually really, really powerful.
I think it's to not be afraid to put yourself forward for things. I think as women we should get more comfortable with being upfront about what we want.
Don't be afraid to be really bold. I think women get the word bossy literally drives me up the fucking wall. Boys don't get called bossy. They are leaders, they are quick thinkers, they are direct, and women can be all those things, and I think it's all of our responsibility as well to bring women up and remind guys if they're ever having that perception of that's not the case. And I think that's what women that have been in the industry for longer need to make sure that the younger generations feel.
I feel really fortunate that I've had lots of fantastic female role models throughout my career who've really inspired me and helped me and actively supported me. And so that's something that I am carrying on, that I am passing down or helping, kind of paying back. And that's what I invite other younger people to do, to reach for that assistance, to reach for help, to look to other females within your organisation, within your business, and then to continue it, so to help other females around you.
Try and find the fun in your job, especially going into marketing. There's so many different areas. If you're more into writing, go into the copywriting side of things and write blogs and articles. If you're more into the design aspects, you can do graphic design or social media management. There's so many different variations you can go into, but you need to have an element of something you actually enjoy if you're going to do it every day.
And also to self-promote. So I always have this little folder within my email inbox, and if anyone says anything really great about me or sends me an email that's really lovely, then I just put it in that folder, and I genuinely do look at it. It just makes me feel like I've done obviously something good.
That's a really great idea. That's a really great suggestion. I'm going to try it myself.
Yes.
I think ultimately, I think the obvious answer is to be inclusive and representative in the work that we're doing externally and with brands and with clients. But ultimately, I think that inclusivity starts within.
I think that a lot of good comes from just asking people what inclusion looks like to them. What do they want to see? What things are currently missing from what we're doing or what we have available, and then going based off of that.
I would say cultural consultancy is key.
It's really important, particularly in media and in advertising, that we reflect the people that we are advertising to. We can't understand what motivates our customers if we're not among them.
It's more something that governmental change needs to happen in certain areas, like childcare, I think, is a big issue in this country. Maternity leave, paternity leave policies, all of those areas would help so much, especially women in the workplace who tend to be more expected to take on, some of that traditional caregiving roles. So I think that's really important, and as much as companies can do to support that.
Talking about women's health issues more in the workplace, I feel like we've done a ton already within marketing and advertising, but there's still a lot more to do. So talking about those taboo subjects, so fertility, baby loss, 65% of women actually said that they don't feel comfortable talking about health issues within the workplace. So obviously that just shows there's so much more to be done.
There's a mixture of things that the companies themselves can do on making sure that they're promoting not necessarily the work culture in the sense of, oh, we're really fun, but actually we work with diverse groups, we work on these types of volunteering, we have these things in place to make anyone feel safe coming here, so that no one's going, oh, could I work here as a woman, could I work here as part of this community, or is my religion going to be an issue, but actually making it very clear that what the company's values are and where they stand, so that
any newcomer can go, I'm comfortable working here. Doing more for minority communities is just going to make work life just better for everyone.
Yeah, definitely. And you've got to have them in leadership positions as well, I think, because otherwise, you know, how can you as a company be making policies that say support certain minority groups or support working parents if you don't have any of those people in your decision-maker positions? Like, they're not going to be represented.
My friends inspire me. They're all really hard workers, they're all very determined, they all speak their mind, and like, that's a really positive environment to be in for me.
My sister, please put this in, she's fucking amazing.
Mine is also my mum and my sister.
It could be controversial.
Is it Kim K?
Yeah!
I love Kris Jenner.
Collectively, those two are a powerhouse.
I think there's so many women in GroupM especially who are doing incredible things, who are genuinely pushing the envelope forward. One of the things I'm thankful for, to be honest, about working here specifically is being around that, because I think it's made me better, and I think it's made me more assertive, and I think it's made me, I guess, just believe in myself a little bit more as well.